Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Now, if you saw on Twitter, there would be no This War of Mine today. That is because we're doing 30 minutes with Extinction. Now, this series, 30 minutes with whichever game, is going to be a series where we will check out the new releases for that week. Should be one each week of a new release. Sometimes it'd be a pretty ear release, like this one's not massive, but it was. I'm pretty sure this game was at E3. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure this game was at E3, featured in one of the conferences. I could be wrong. I could have just saw it somewhere else. But yeah, it'd be 30 minutes with the game. Now, if a lot of you are wondering, what about God of War? Is he going to do 30 minutes with God of War? No. God of War I've been waiting for a hell of a lot of time, and if you haven't seen the early reviews for God of War, oh my god, they are 9 out of 10s, 9.5s out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. So God of War will be a full series on the channel. Maybe I'll stream it, who knows, we'll see. Let me know in the comment section, do you want me to stream my playthrough of God of War? Because I'm off from the day God of War comes out next week up to probably when we should be able to finish it. I'm off work, so we can stream it every day. So let me know in the comment section down below. But 30 minutes of Extinction, so we're going to check out this game. When it's over, we're going to check out the pros and cons of this game, match it up to something similar, which I'm pretty sure this game is probably going to match up to Attack on Titan or Shadow of Colossus. So we'll match them up, let them see what the differences are. And we'll also see at the end if our review matches up to the reviews that this game is getting itself. So let's jump into this, guys. Chapter 1. The enemy at the gate. Jackal scouts have been sent. If we click it, does it go straight into the mission? No. Jackal scouts have been sent out ahead of the invading Ravenii. Avil must evacuate the citizens of Tablis before the Jackals overrun the village.
As children, we were told that our world once had heroes. Fairy tales to inspire hope in a world with none. As far back as anyone could remember, mankind had been at war with itself. Orphaned, like so many, I survived by the sword and my wits. Neither of which kept me from being sent to a labor camp. It would have been a death sentence had I not made a friend. Avil kept me safe.
Oh, Avil.
I kept him sane.
Not evil.
And together,
the Titans attacked.
The course of history.
Okay. You know, actually, quite funny if we play this
Avil,
and then.
Did you make it to Delorum?
Yes. I've almost reached the village of Tablis. You were right, Sandra. This place is completely untouched by the invasion.
Have you made contact with the Royal Army?
No. And I'm not exactly getting a warm reception from the locals.
I'm sure they can be seduced by your charms. I was joking, sort of. They may, however, find you more appealing than the jackals about to descend on Tablis.
In moments like this, I actually find myself missing your company, Sandra. How long do I have before the jackals arrive?
Not long. If you don't act quickly, the villagers will be slaughtered. I've teleported escape crystals onto the battlefield. You need only use one of the runestones I gave you to activate them. I'll leave you to it.
Someone help!
The jackals are hunting down civilians. Use your basic attacks to slay them before they slaughter the villagers.
Oh wow, they're pretty tanky.
Great work. Now charge the crystal to activate the portal and rescue the civilian.
Okay. Charging.
I don't understand what's happening. What are those things? Who are you?
My name is Avil, the last of the Sentinels. I am here to ready your people for war.
I don't know anything about fighting monsters.
There is something you can do for your people. Something that will save thousands of lives.
Tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Take this gemstone, and personally see that your king receives it. And when he does, tell him to speak my name into the stone.
The enemy has started killing civilians.
Okay.
Avil, you must act quickly.
Rescue him.
Another refugee is safe thanks to you.
Okay.
If you're ever lost, you can review your objectives at any time.
There are still civilians out there who need my help.
Shit, he died.
Good work, Avil. That civilian is safe now. Some people have climbed onto their rooftops to hide from those monsters. Too bad I'm not much of a climber myself.
If I jump onto the side of the building, I can climb up the wall to reach the top.
Okay.
Thank goodness someone's come to help me. I climbed up here to try and escape those beasts, but now I can't get down.
You're safe now.
Where am I missing?
The people of Delorum shall be indebted to you, Avil.
Got it.
I knew we could count on you.
The citizens of Delorum are lucky to have you, Avil.
Cool. Yeah, it'd be fun to challenge this game up against the Attack on Titan game that released, I think. I know they're very different in like one's open world and stuff, but the closest thing that we've got to kind of match up to, you know?
Great work, Avil. Keep it up.
And this is the last one.
God save us all!
Avil,
Portals are opening as you said they would. I was able to send many of the townspeople to safety.
It isn't enough.
I know. I sent your speaking stone off to the king. We'll see if he, in his royal wisdom, sees fit to make an alliance, or if he is as foolish as those who fell before him.
I know how you feel, but we're out of options. We will need to coordinate with the royal forces to fight the coming hordes, and we're going to need them soon.
The jackals I killed, they were scouts.
Yes, I hope you're ready, because the Ravenii will be attacking soon.
Are these the big... Oh. Nice. We got a skill point that we can use. What was that? Never skip leg day. Hasty portals. Lightfoot. Oh, they're the ones we already had them. Well, when we went to that screen. Okay, let's do this one. A Ravenii has been spotted approaching the city of Petrol. Avil must defend the outskirts of Petrol while he waits the king's response. Is it Avil or Avil? I can't remember now.
Has King Euro made contact yet?
So far, nothing but silence.
Avil, we will need alliances to win this war. The most expedient way to convince the king of our intent is to continue fighting for his people and defending his cities. And when you do speak with the king, may I suggest employing a morsel of diplomacy?
I will think on it, Sandra. Now, tell me of our enemy. What is their location? Last we spoke, they were on course for Petrol.
You've arrived just in time. The Horde has almost reached the city limits. Now go, and show the people of Petrol how a Ravenii dies. Executing Ravenii requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians. Admit it, Avil. You're enjoying yourself out there.
I mean, the combat is pretty fun.
Nice job, Avil.
But I still
Keep
think
up
the
good
combat
work.
in Attack on Titan is a lot more fun.
You saved the right man. I am a spice trader, the richest in all of Delorum. Anything you want, my friend, I will make it yours.
I need you to simply send a message to your king. I gave him the means to contact me directly. Have him do so immediately.
Good work, Avil. That civilian is safe now.
What is this tower?
We use the watchtowers to keep an eye out for threats. From the top, you can see far beyond the outskirts of Petrol.
I bet climbing the watchtowers would give me a better vantage point.
We'll climb in a minute. Let's get the rest of these.
These refugees are lucky you showed up in time.
What is coming?
Look who's early.
Oh.
Avil, get after that Ravenii before he starts destroying the town.
Where's he gone? Coming through.
Avil, you hold your rune strike and aim at the Raveni's armor and limbs. Release rune strike to attack. Nice work. Keep going. Great job, Avil.
Nice.
Removing a Raveni's armor and severing its limbs also charges your rune energy.
So like a combo.
Once you have enough, you will be able to execute the Ravenii. Now finish this. Climb to the base of the Ravenii skull. The ogre's neck will glow when you can target it for your rune strike.
He sat his ass down.
Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
He's gone.
Severing a Raveni's limb will only hinder them momentarily. After a short time, the Ravenii will regenerate its severed
Okay, this
limbs.
feels oddly like
Avil, your rune
Shadow of
energy
Colossus.
is fully charged. Quickly get to the base of the Raveni's neck. Great work, Avil. That's one less Ravenii we have to kill.
It's a drop in the ocean. If we don't begin coordinating our efforts with the Royal Army, we will soon be overrun by their numbers.
When word of your bravery reaches the king, he will be compelled to trust you.
And while we wait for the fool king to gather his courage, the Ravenii marshal their forces.
You are more right than you know. Another horde is approaching, and this one is better armed.
The next town will not be as fortunate as the last.
As easy. Upgrades available. Pause quicker. Oh. Oh, there's another page of upgrades there. Right. Continue on. Feels very much like a grind.
Avil, you've arrived just in time. The first of the Ravenii are already approaching the town.
I see you finished deploying the escape crystals as well. I'll slay this monster, and save as many as I can.
Avil, that Ravenii seems to be wearing some kind of heavy armor. Are you sure you can handle it?
You worry about getting your crystals to the surrounding town, Zandra. I'll worry about the Ravenii.
Avil, remember. Executing Ravenii requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians.
Come on. Oh shit, there he is.
This iron armor looks to be bound by large iron locks. I'll try taking those out first. I can use my rune strike on the locks.
Great job. Keep it up. Good work. Now go behead a Ravenii.
Whoa.
I must find cover to regain my health.
Severing a Ravenii's limb will only hinder them momentarily. After a short time, the Ravenii will regenerate its severed limbs.
I can use my rune strike on the locks.
Nice. Has he got a lock on his head?
I'll have to aim my rune strike carefully to hit those locks.
He has. Fuck. Come on. Get. I can't get close to.
I've got to hit the weak points when they are glowing.
Yes!
I've got to hit the weak points when they are glowing.
Got him.
Now, Avil, execute the Ravenii.
Got him.
Nice work, Avil. These people owe you their lives.
This time, Sandra. But what of the next? And the next? Without the King's aid, we're relegated to a single battlefield, while the Ravenii push forward on multiple fronts.
You're right, Avil. Which is why we must convince him to join us. This war will not be won by swords alone.
And on to the next mission, which I'm going to do is the same.
This is King Euro, ruler of Dolorum. You have requested an audience?
This is Avil, the last Sentinel, and I wish to strike an alliance with your highness.
Was it your sorcery that created this speaking stone?
My ally, Xandra, crafted this instrument, and others from the weapons of our enemies.
If your boons are so great, why do you seek an alliance?
King Euro, I cannot be everywhere. At this moment, I am approaching Moltnuma, where a deadly horde approaches.
Moltnuma? No, that's too soon. I dispatched a garrison to the city, but they won't arrive in time. If you are as skilled as I have heard, Avil, then please, save as many of my people as you can.
Exactly why I'm here, buddy.
Good to see my portals are holding up.
Let's do this.
Avil, if too much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have failed.
We get this last one. Now we go take him out.
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Nice work. Keep going. Avil, your rune energy is fully charged.
Wait, we're looking at the wrong bit. There we go.
Your work here isn't done yet. That Ravenii you just executed wasn't the only one on its way to Moltnuma.
Okay, there's another one over there.
When you execute a Ravenii, your rune energy will begin to drain. You will need to build it up again in order to execute another Ravenii. It looks like this Ravenii brought along a friend. You'll have to face them both.
Oh. Oh. Well, this is a bit rude.
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Great job. Keep it up.
Try to get this charged up. Ready?
Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
Oh, we died. Oh, we're back. Oh, it respawns you. No, sir, you're not getting back up. Get back down, please.
I should build more rune energy.
Avil,
Wow, he's
focus.
he one shots. We're running out of time.
Noble death.
Ravenii forces are destroying the city. Avil, you must stop them.
I'm trying.
Careful, Avil. Find cover to regain your health. Okay, you might have deserved that one.
Oh, what? Okay,
Avil, what are you doing? The Ravenii are destroying my
I'm
kingdom.
trying, okay?
I should build more rune energy.
Great job. Keep it up.
Little
You
bitch
must
tried to
not
knock
let
me
the
off.
Ravenii destroy the city of Avil. You are its people's only hope. Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow.
I didn't know we have
when
to
you
knock the
aim at
helmet
them.
off. You didn't explain that. I understood the chain thing, but game failed to knock you had to knock this guy's helmet off first.
Hold your rune strike and aim for the base of the Raveni's neck.
Okay, on to the next one. Let's go.
My people are being slain left and right. Avil, what are you doing?
I'm coming. Yeah, I'm here.
There's no time
Oh!
to waste. Get
Oh!
back in there, Avil.
He just sat on me. Where is he? There he is. 23%. We're very close. To make or break.
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Okay, we take out his arm. That should.
Your rune energy is fully charged. Valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
Okay, this guy's got a thing on. I know he hasn't. We got him. Whew. We defended the city.
You fought bravely, Avil. Thank you. Many of my people owe you their lives.
We are still losing too many.
I agree. Your ally,
Xandra.
she creates your weapons.
The Ravenii use a rare mineral to travel between worlds. Xandra was able to fabricate this talking stone and our own portals from similar materials.
I have at my disposal some of the most gifted alchemists, and even they do not understand the properties of this talking stone.
Xandra is brilliant in many ways. Yet as skilled as we are, she and I will not be enough to win this war. Will you combine your forces with our own to defeat this enemy, Your Highness?
Initially, I was reluctant to believe your claims. I had always thought the Sentinels to be a myth, a story to put children to bed.
And now?
I believe.
Good man. Success. Okay guys, that was 30 minutes with Extinction. Some thoughts about this series. Well, not this series, but some thoughts about this game. Right, let's get into it. Okay, so let's go over some things. So first of all, we've got the story. Now, the story seems to be about the Ravenii basically are at war with the humans and destroying the civilizations. And our main character, called Avil, or Avil, is one of the... Is he one of... I think he's one of the world's last Sentinels. I don't think he's the only one, Avil. And he seems to be having to go around and kill them and get like kings to take part and send their armies to help him. That seems to be the main set of the story. And where the story goes from what we played of it, I'm not too sure. And I don't know if the way they're doing the game through the little text bits in the actual thing is a good way to get the story across. I feel like if they'd had it more, like, you know, the cutscenes at the very start of the game, I feel like if we'd had more of them intertwining, like after every mission we had like a little 2-minute cutscene with the story, I think that would have added much more impact. But maybe those cutscenes are in it. Remember, we only did 30 minutes of it, so maybe those cutscenes are like further into the game, but the little story thing's not really getting you engrossed in the actual story, if you know what I mean. The story's could be okay. It could be, but from what we played of it is pretty Okay, so next up we've got gameplay. Now the gameplay is actually pretty... Well, the missions are very, not very boring, but are very much the same thing. You go into the world, you get the crystals, you kill the Ravenii, and then game over. There's not a lot of much difference in them. However, gameplay wise, the combat was a lot of fun. I reckon if you can get like techniques where you can stay in the edge, like flying around, like let's think Attack on Titan, which is why I wanted to compare it, because they're kind of similar in that way. Like that would be awesome. You think like having your little equipment, I can't remember what they're calling Attack on Titan, where you're just flying around and like and then swinging them with your sword and stuff. That would be pretty cool. But the gameplay is pretty cool for now, using that special ability to like fling around in the air. And if there is actually an ability so you can stay up in the air longer, just going like combo to combo with that, that'd be pretty cool as well. But the missions weren't that great. They weren't great at all. They were just spawn the world, kill things, crystals, save people, big guy appears, kill, mission done. That's all they really had to it. It wasn't go here, talk to this guy, go find out where the, like, think if they added like, oh, the attack's coming but we're not too sure from, we need you to scout out the city to find out what's happening, or climb this wall because there's a Ravenii coming from the far side, but you need to get on this advantage point to see what side he's coming from. Just little tiny details like that would have made the missions a bit more enjoyable than just spawn the world. Bam, kill, done. So yeah, the gameplay is alright, the combat's pretty fun, but there is, for the type of game that it is, there are better alternatives out there is what I'm trying to say with this review. So you think your Shadow of Colossus, which is one of the greatest games, and the Attack on Titan games are pretty fun as well, like, and honestly they're just a better option currently. This game is pretty much gone straight up against Attack on Titan 2, the game, so I just feel they needed to come out with all guns swinging to really, I mean the Attack on Titan's got a massive fan base, and it feels like they wanted some of that fan base, but unfortunately they released their game at the same time as Attack on Titan 2 game, which sadly didn't work out for them. But that is our little small review, guys. I'd say I'd give this game a 5.5 out of 10. Mostly just for the cool combat gameplay. That's basically what I was pushing it to 5.5. Otherwise it'd have been like a 4. But yeah, 5.5 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend checking it out, sadly, unless you just want a game that you just sit back, relax, not think about anything, just kill stuff, then maybe then check it out. But there's still better alternatives to games like that. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend picking it up. I've saved you the business myself though by picking it up, so now you don't have to. So if you enjoyed this review, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know what if you played Extinction, what did you think of it? Or have you played Attack on Titan or Shadow of Colossus and you want to compare them from the gameplay video you've seen here? Let me know in the comments down below what you think the differences are. But that is it. Have yourselves a nice day. If you enjoyed this series, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, have yourselves a nice day, and bye bye.